welcome to Odd Duck Foundry, and welcome to my obligatory end of the year vlog-ish. It's been a year. I made a video at the beginning part of this year, laid out a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to do, and the quickest way to have your plans changed is to tell them in front of the Almighty in public. And I did not get nearly as much done as I wanted to this year, but I got quite a bit of stuff done. And there's been some challenges this year, but then again, that's every year, right? So, what are the things that I did get accomplished this year in the foundry? Number one, I cleaned the foundry area. Yes, it's no longer the death trap that it was. And according to my son, it's a lot less tetanusy now. So, my working area out there is a lot cleaner. And I did clean this area up a little bit, but, you know, projects happened. So, needs a little bit of love again, but that'll be a project for this winter sometime when I'm really bored. I got some sign patterns done. I put out some new signs. I made a bunch of old signs. I've made progress on my Blomberg truck patterns. I made and cast some patterns for a full-size Lombard dump truck axle bearing. And that was the great big bronze one that you saw me do this summer on the hottest day of the summer. But we get it done. I've still got a bunch more to cast for that, but and let's see. I also got out and did a couple of classes and a couple of demos this year for the first time since the pandemic, which was nice. I was actually able to get out in front of the public and had a few small classes, and that was fun. It was nice to get out and do that again, and hopefully this coming year I'll have some opportunities to do that again. I also finished the 1/8 scale Alco trucks that I was doing for my friend. They are now currently over underneath the locomotive that he is working on. We still got a little bit of work to do to them, you know, probably some tweaks here and there, but other than that, they're pretty much done and ready to roll. So, some of the challenges this year, and there were some doozies. I'm going to start off with probably the biggest challenge my family faced this year, and that was the death of my father. And my family is looking on it as a blessing. He is no longer in pain. He is at peace. He is hopefully in a better place. I am honored and humbled to have known him and been his son. Pretty much every day I come out here, I look around at some of the, let's just say, odd ways I do things, and I see him there. He was a jack of all trades. He could do anything. He was about the best practical carpenter I knew. I learned a lot from him, and I will miss him every single day. Yeah, I miss you, Dad. We all miss you. I hope you're at peace, and we'll see you sometime soon. That was the first half of the year. The summer was fairly quiet. Second half of the year, though, come around November, I was going to crank up and get a bunch of stuff done, and I got COVID. I was out for a week, and then a whole bunch of other stuff happened. The latest hijinks was came home from a Christmas party, and the lights in the house weren't working correctly. The meter box on the side of my house decided to roast one of the legs. It didn't know us anything. It was ancient when we bought the house 20 some odd years ago, so I am surprised that it lasted this long. We were blessed that there was not a fire or anything, and we are doubly blessed that we have wonderful people that are willing to help us. Thank you, Dustin. You're a rock star. And we got it replaced. And we are back up and running. So, what are some of the plans for the coming year? Well, again, just onward and upward. More of the same. I am this close to starting. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably start doing some of the casting tomorrow on New Year's Day of my Alco AAR Class B truck kits. I already have 11 people that want them. So I am going to do a pretty good sized batch of those, and that's probably going to take the better part of the next month, month and a half. Some of the other general plans, okay. I want to get my Blomberg trucks done, and I want to get started on Project X. It's not a huge secret. I have it in my mind, and I've had the plan for several years now that I wanted to build an EMD BL2 locomotive. And I lovingly refer to it as an ugly duckling. A lot of people in the railroading community think they're ugly. I actually think it's rather nicely styled, and they're a rare beastie. And we have one of the few remaining examples here in Maine at the Coal Lands Transportation Museum, and the Bangor and Aroostook Railroad used to use them, so it was one of the local railroads here, and so I think I'd like to build one. And that's what I'm doing the Blomberg trucks for, because that's what goes under that. So, one thing at a time. We're getting there on those, and hopefully I'll be making some good progress on those, and I will be showing some videos of that too. Some of the other things, as far as my little railroad goes, as soon as I get a couple of trees out of the way that are threatening the line, they're dead and they need to go before they fall down and crush something. As soon as I get rid of those, I'm going to be extending the line out towards the front yard, and hopefully that'll start to happen sometime in the spring, early summer. And I also have to finish up the storage slash marshalling yard I've started in the middle of the circle that I have down right at the moment. I'm also going to finish the loading ramp area. That way I can have possibly a friend or two over with their locomotives. So we have all kinds of things going on. There will be plenty of news and videos in the future. And onward and upward. I hope you all have a healthy, happy, and prosperous new year. Stay tuned. Plenty of good stuff coming from ODF, and maybe a few surprises too. Thanks for watching.